Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. What y'all got going on today? What's up with you? What's going on, Daniel? What's up, PNG? What's going on, Ian? What's up, Fambo? Smash that like y'all. Yeah, Trump. They still claiming victory in the Iran situation. But I don't see how you can claim victory if you negotiate. People that win don't negotiate with. I mean, smash that like, shut me out. What's going on with y'all today? They turning on Trump though. And I'm still on that Tulsa Gabbard situation. Um, did she resign because her and Trump? Look at this shit. Judge tosses evidence against Luigi Mangione. They gonna fuck around and let Luigi Mangione go home too. Luigi Mangione going to the crib. I see it happening. Smash that like y'all. I see it happening. What y'all going on today? But yeah, that's it. See, that's what I'm saying. Even with these cases, these um political violence cases, they're giving these people a lot of play with these political violence cases. Like they almost know, like they got something to do with it. Luigi Mangione, um, Tyler Robinson, all the motherfuckers. Anybody that killed somebody in political violence, they getting so much play. It's 17 of y'all in here, man. Double tap that screen. Shut me out, man. Did Iran win the war? Did the GOP turn on Trump? Obama? 2028. What you think? Double tap the screen as you come in. We on the road to 100 likes today. We'll do 100 on this one. What y'all got going on this Memorial Day weekend? You know, they had Patriot Fest in my area. What they having in y'all area? What's going on, Sassy Mo? What's up, player? What you doing on the Memorial weekend, Sassy? What you doing? Just chilling? It's 37 of y'all in here. Double tap the stream. 34, we fluctuating. Sassy Mo. Now, why is Donald Trump and them still acting like they got the upper hand with the Iranian shit? Okay. But on Monday, is Monday considered like a national holiday? It's 45 of y'all in here. Let's get them likes up, man. Sassy Mo, you know what's so crazy about this? That they got me on this little holdover shit. That that my channel was booming like never been. Like it's a resurgence. I think what happened was when because I went through my lives and I got rid of a lot of them that had like the bad um titles, like the titles when I asked about the the shit. What is that shit called? White privilege. When those kind of conversations, I went and got rid of all of those live streams. Plus, the live streams where I'm not really on the stream and I walk away from the stream for long hours. You know what I mean? What's going on, John? Did not vote for this guy. Can you name 3 things, John, that Trump has done that you don't agree with? Not to disagree with you, but just to get your opinion as an American. Trump is incoherent. It's those behind him that are getting their griff on and using Trump to blame. You know he wants his cut. Right. And that's crazy because that's what they was doing with Joe Biden, seemingly. Yeah, a lot of people when they had knocked my joint down, a lot of people had got the same situation as me. They gave it out to like 2 million people. You know, there's a lot of people that have YouTube. But yeah, because they renewed it. They renewed the algorithm. But you know me, I study stuff and I've been studying this what they have it's called YouTube Studio, and it gives you pointers on your channel. And I asked them now, what is my channel? Woo, 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 and it's giving me a good grade, saying like everything is. I'm like a percent ahead of time now. I'm smash that like, but yeah, everybody complained that they did a new album. We got, but see, that's what if you're gonna do YouTube, you're gonna have to be able to read the algorithm and make the necessary changes. So I'm ready for them next time they put me back up to bat. I mean, I'd have made the necessary changes, so I'm ready. And plus, like I said, I'm transitioning to trying to find a suitable um platform like StreamYard. Because you know when I use StreamYard, that shit be going in and out and taking me off and knocking my green screen down. So I'm trying to find a suitable um platform to do the webisode to do the web show. Um, Who divided America? I mean, the conversation in the car land. A lot of people are saying that they have to restart and having problems because they say the algorithm have to catch up or wait until they can jump in. Right? The algorithm is fucked over. It's messed up, Sassy. But see, me, like I said, I learned quick. I've been seeing it happen coming. But similarly, like I said, you got to go through there sometime to clean your closet up. What happened at the White House? I'm not sure. Something happened. Go find out and give me some intel. Shit at the 1/3 of the White House because one of the wings tore the fuck down, and I know within a mile away from here, like a mile away, this dude had a beef with his family, got to shooting at his family, left. I don't think he injured nobody, but went to a store and matter of fact, the store he went to when I was a kid is the first store I ever went in by myself and bought something like in my neighborhood. When I used to live in, I was living in that neighborhood a long time ago, right? So he went in the store and got to arguing with the lady, and then kills the lady, the store clerk, and then kills himself. That shit crazy. What's Democrats' plan for affordability? I don't know. I'm not a Democrat, so you're gonna have to get with some Democrats. What's going on with you? Do you have a any suggestions? What's up, lunching out? What's up, Fambo? An officer involved occurred near the White House early this morning, May 26, causing the complex temporary go info lockdown. What I tell you, lunch? I told you it's because of that fucking casino. That casino. We need a high crime rate to go with it. Then the mafia gonna be in this motherfucker. The mafia gonna be around here. Nick, what's up? Lunch. The mafia gonna be fucking around here. That when the casinos come, it brings that element, man. And that's remember when P Town first was getting their jump, they were having them Newport News murders. Remember when Newport News was getting roses and all that, they was having doubles. All right, what's going on with you, Russell Dixon? What y'all think though? Y'all think that Trump and them really beat Iran? You say fuck no, Liquid City. Fuck those. That's what it is. Smash that like y'all. Who divided America? I'm still on that mission too, Russell. Hey, Russell. Did you hit the cash app? I'm trying to support fund an e-bike this time. And you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of supporters all over the world. Now that I can tap into my resources, like you there, Russell. You know what I'm saying? All it's gonna cost you is $1 cash app. Anything else is on you. But I mean, get over there and show that support. You too, Mick, and Liquid City streams. Make sure I get over there, put on the notification bell too, so you can know when we have these little conversations. I'll be greatly appreciated for that, just that support. But I am on a mission to from my supporters in the chat screen to fan fund one of them shits. What's going on, Moch Man? I'm on a mission to fan fund an e-bike, my G. Hit the cash app for me and go get over there and show some greatly appreciated support. What you got going on? Hey, Moch Man, you see there's a lot of murders on our side right now. They knocking heads off. Nope. Do you believe the sky is green? Smash that like, y'all. They busting heads out you. I think it's because, like I said, when they get those them casinos, a lot of crime come through the shit. When they remember when y'all was first getting those casinos, y'all was having murders by the dozens. In some way, like it is gonna justify they ramping up with the crime, fighting crime. It's gonna justify it. Because you know, casinos bring prostitution, it brings gambling, loan sharking, maybe the mob. You know what I'm saying? Robbery, motherfuckers wait for a motherfucker to, you know what I mean? It brings so much. Saxy Mo, as was done talking about that yesterday, I turned on YouTube and I saw somebody with a bathtub full of that shit. Like, oh my God. And what's so crazy? Last year, they sent something out and said that they was working on the pipes and your water might be brown for a couple of days. Yeah, Nas got something to do with that casino in Queens, Sassy. Nas, the rapper, got something to do with that. You said when someone hit the murder rate go up, idle, the motherfucker be idle. Leanne, you just wanted the guy that go have something to say, but it is what it is. Can you name 3 reasons why Trump is the best president in your life of your 66 years? God damn. Much blessings for making it 66 years, though. That's a huge achievement. But can you name 3 reasons why you consider Trump your best presidente? Flint water still brown. That's crazy. You know, Suffolk was having that problem. Remember, they used to have that water type shit. You could tell motherfuckers from Suffolk, they yellow, teeth would be yellow in gaps. But remember, in the 80s, you probably don't, though. uh, Chesapeake, but you probably remember the commercial after the 80s when they said, have you ever had problems with your pregnancy and your kids born with Down syndrome, anything like that, and you lived in the Chesapeake area, that you can might be a part of a class action lawsuit. The data centers is they tried to turn the United States to a big ass microchip, and ain't no telling them data centers might be there to power drones. Next thing we know, and you know what? No, we're not realizing those data centers is going to have those how AI is going to be recharging. Watch. I just saw ICE is spending 55 billion on a crematorium network. They got to dispose of the bodies. Wow, where's this crematorium network going to be at? Space Dust. This shit heating up like sort of like um the um the culmination of when Hitler and them was getting their shit together, and then they first did that Blitzkrieg shit. Remember they were burning motherfuckers in the oven, but it was a build up to it. Y'all think that's what's happening? Yes, legendary Queens rapper Nas is invested in a partner in the newly opened casinos mentioned, right? Because Jay-Z tried to do one in Times Square. They told him no go. Flee the Diddy crack plantations, bro. They're using your Diddy crack. If Diddy had any pool right now, he'll be on the street, man. They ain't trying to do shit to me. Nope. Zappo, you just talking. Let me check this shit out. This the crematorium right here. Space. Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing it now too. They say the gunshots was heard outside the White House. That shit, political violence on the rise. That's my damn. That should be my title right now. But that'll be my next title. Political violence on the rise. Shots outside the White House. Ooh. Space Dust. They must have took that video down because when I hit it, it don't go to nothing. They must have took that link down, Playboy. You say look like World War III is soon. 004. I'm not just talking, bro. They don't represent you. They're a bunch of high calorie YouTube women, weirdos, and they're not the Democrats or the 90s. Ain't none of them. None of them. Are you a Democrat or Republican? If you haven't paid into the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, you are just a person that lean towards Democratic policies or lean towards Republican Party. So I don't even want to talk to you if you ain't got a paid up card to say you're in the party. I'm in neither one. I'm a you know what I mean? I'm just observing how it gets down. Why is there so much TDS? Trump is awesome. Name 3 reasons why Trump is awesome, Ray. Dwayne Paul, what it is. He is getting better. Ha ha ha. You voted for this shit, Gloria. That's what it is. You're just MAGA. Okay, interesting. I like that. So, being just MAGA, can you explain to me what being just MAGA curtails? Because so many say that MAGA doesn't exist; it's an ideology. So, do y'all have like MAGA meetings? Are you do you have a MAGA card, or do you get in by way of MAGA hat? Can you explain what you're saying? You're MAGA. Oh yeah, what's going on, Sean G? Is this Sean G that be outside the courthouse at the Puffy Jones? Sassy Mo says data centers are required to have 9,200 miles. The U.S. is major trouble that would mean a lot of people will have to be displaced. Wow. I like who like the Donald. Wow. Why can't you like who like yourself, Dwayne Paul? That's kind of creepy. Trump is now awesome. Everything's more expensive. Unsanctioned war in the Middle East. Trump is not awesome, says Space Dust. We don't give a F about the Republicans. Look at the primaries. Wow. If anybody goes with one party 100% all the time, they're a freaking moron. People need the free thinkers. Right, Moch. Like, stop listening to all those parties because they have their own interest driven shit that they're going to tell you and they're going to have you sticking up for them. And hypothetically, if Elon offered you $4 million to be his personal toy for 1 month and out of the year for 4 years, and he'd take you on cool month long, but you have to give up. But would you do it? Dude, finish your breakfast, man, and spit my dick out. You done it. Get out of here. Matter of fact, get out of here, man. Good shit. You whew. Just kidding. I kid. I kid. Psych. You're fired, man. Hit the showers, man. You took all that time to write that bullshit. Spit it out. Data centers are affecting rural areas. They pushing the country folks in the city so they can corral all our ass. People are told to choose labels like pawns then are pitted against each other like products for those that use them. And y'all know we are the product, and they ain't been putting shit into us. We are the number one consumer on the planet, and we are the number one product geopolitically. To be an American we should have the best of everything. The ingredients they putting in ain't we coming with. I mean, big data center about to be built in New Kent County. Ain't what's up else in New Kent? Ain't there's a casino up there in New Kent? Charles Mason and Jeremiah Dixon. Nah, and that don't even really divide it. The Mason Dixon line don't even really divide it. That shit crooked. Rosie's, yeah. Okay, so is a Rosie's is a Rosie's whatever is it's two Rosie's then. It's one that other Rosie's in the Newport News, ain't it? What's going on, Steve? If people step out of a political machine, they stop picking sides and choosing titles. Okay. Where they had the Colonial Down racetrack at. New Kent County, yeah, they're known for their police. They known for their police. Okay, that's the one I'm talking about, the one in Hampton. And then it's the one in New Kent, the one in Hampton. Yeah, right off the interstate by Bass. I've been to that one. I've been to that one. And yo, here go another part of the story. When I went to that one, okay, I told y'all a story of how I was in Baltimore at Baltimore Live. Maryland Live, what is it, Baltimore Live? Remember I told you I was in there with my homie. My homegirl kept spending up all her money and she asked me for her money. And I splashed her with the money in the Baltimore Live. And then when we left, she asked me to buy something for me. I was like, nah, you just spent all this money. So look, when I went to Rosie's with my queen, two things happened. I seen this old head that I knew since we've been young, but he be in my neighborhood, in my old neighborhood, driving a white work truck, collecting like aluminum and stuff. But he a preacher too, and he thorough. I always see him. He the first person I saw when I went into the Rosie's in Hampton. When he walked in, I see my OG. He looked like Levert, the daddy, Eddie Levert, with the hat on, suit. He got the coat on his arm. Look, I say, OG, what's good? What's good? I run to him. He say, what's up, nigga? We hug up, we dap up and everything. He walk away. I look back to make sure OG good. Guess what he asked his wife? He said, who the fuck was that? I died laughing. I said, when I get home, I can't wait to see. Because I see him every day on his route. He was so drunk. He didn't know who I was. He said, who the fuck was that? And kept on stepping. Okay, so when I got in the lobby of the Rosies, when you know how they had the pictures up board when people win, my homegirl that had got that gone squandered all that fucking money. She had won at Rosie. She won like 100 and some. Like shit, man. Like that's crazy. My homie Thea. Yeah, Thea. You remember my homegirl Thea from Newport News Lunch? She was from B-More. She won. She hit that bitch. But she had lost all her money at that Baltimore Line, Murder Line, wherever they got that joust where you go and eat big chicken legs and shit while they jousting and fighting like knights. She had lost all her money there. That was in Maryland. When I went with my lady, she was on the board at that shit for getting money. That shit was crazy. But even after I saw her, after she lost her money, like a week or two, couple of weeks later, she had a brand new Buick. One of them Jones everybody was pushing, all the old heads was buying when they had came. I think it's a LeSabre. New shit. You said you're about half bored, tired of the rain, been trying to get my garden out, and the weather just won't cooperate. Okay. Yeah, we couldn't beat the Taliban. And now we're pushing Iran on the world stage like they big dogs. We got there going making Iran look like they the big dogs. It's all in who head? Albert. Hey y'all, remember when it used to be what was it? What was it? Thundering while the sun was out, or the rainbow while the sun was something? They say that the devil was beating his wife, and you stick a pin in the ground and listen to the ground. You're supposed to be able to hear it. That was a superstition. If we focus on fixing our communities, families, and schools, we could be something in 20 years. For sure, broadboard. And that's true. Oh, I've been relaxing the hell. I just woke up from a nap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Kicking back, Steve. That's all you can do. Space Dust says Trump has depleted the military ammunition and now he's depleting the strategic oil reserves. Once America is out of bombs and oil, then Russia and China can rule the world. Good job, MAGA. Yeah, Trump doing his thing, ain't he? Ah, it's 48 of y'all in here. And it's like 20 of y'all that's on paid respects. Did you double tap the stream? Did you share me out? Did you get over there, turn on the notification bell if you knew? I mean, broadband, did you get over there, turn on the notification bell? I'm trying to get them supporters up, the subscribers as the YouTube calls. I like to say supporters. Trying to get my supporters up so I can get the YouTube plaque. I want one of them YouTube plaques, man. You say you take naps, Sassimo. Beauty rest. Iran is a ghost that has turned to the art of collect. The Trump overextend his hands. The ringleader has been demoted to the position of clown. Okay, Monta, what's going on with you? But shit, Biden. We ain't talking about Biden though, Joe. My guys blew 80 yards of mulch and put in 100. Today, what kind of flowers was they? Mulch. What kind of flowers was they? Smash that light. Okay. Salute. Let me see what it is. And you asking for me to give it to you, or to shout out one that's just been put up there? Smash that like y'all. Share me out. Donald Trump, man, or the Trump administration. And what y'all think about Tulsi Gabbard, man? Y'all think she really stepping down because her husband's sick, or has her and Donald Trump had a rift? Has her and Donald Trump had a rift, and now, like Malcolm X said, the chicken's coming home to roost. A lot of people jumping ship around, dude. Obama hasn't been president for 10 years, yeah. But you know what? Obama got a lot of qualities that we looking for in the president. I feel like he can be probably worked with. Donald Trump, all his qualities seem like bad qualities. He's fussing out the press corps. I hate it for the press corps. I hate it for the press corps. They get it the worst. Sassy got to look at the facts. It's all nonsense. Yeah, yo, when it's a breeze, when it's raining, going to sleep, it's crazy. Okay, some daylilies, some begonias, and some dianthus. Hell no. How she work for the fake news, Joe Balls? Most of the thing, shit, with everything that I done heard Sassy say it's been on point, and what ain't been on point been a matter of her opinion. So how does she work for the fake news? Joe, Joe, and you know half of the times, right? Exactly. Experience is the best teacher. 34 y'all in here, man. Double tap that screen, fam. Share me out. Double tap that screen and share me out. 43 y'all in here. Take a good look at me. Do you like what you see? So what's the facts that you speak of? Joe Balls, I see a pattern in you. Sounds a bit misogynistic. Power to the people in the chat. Chucking and jiving. What part of the country you in today, Chuck? What's up with you, man? What you got going on? We were just talking about the casino too, because you know when I told you, Shorty had asked for her money and told me to hold it for her, then I had to hit her with it like the money, splash it with the money, and then when we left, she asked me to buy something. I was like, "Nah, you spend all your money in the casino." When I went to the casino in my area with my queen, the first people that I see is an OG that do work in my hood that I've been knowing for years, and then I saw my homegirl. She had one. She was on the stream when they show all the winners and shit. She had one like 100 G's. But shit, like I didn't mention this either. She was strapped already because where she was strapped in material things. She had like a whole collection of Louis Vuitton purses, like 100 of them, no bootleg out of the store. She had that what's that David Nygaard jewelry. What's that other jewelry with the dude with the is a man. He got his own personal jewelry. She had all kind of. She had that Van Cleef shit before Van Cleef was popular. She was doing her thing. So she know she was a gambler. She win big. She go splurge on herself. But you know what I'm saying? I think she won more than she lost. Right, Sassy Bo. Well, all of them do. See, all of them made millions. Now, Trump and them on some new shit, they making billions because $1 billion is the new $1 million. Because the dollar ain't shit. Shit. Donald Trump made that fund so when he go into martial law and he need those people that's January 6 people or January 6 minded people, they'll feel like there's a safety net if they take part in helping him out because they can also claim if he gets in power, he'll let them be able to claim that fund. Y'all ain't even seeing it. That's the fucking safety net right there. The motherfuckers that he need to partake in it, he'll need but one person out of each group to get $20 million. They'll take that $20 million and fund the group. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? He's setting that fund up so when he go martial law, them people gonna got there gonna think that they do this shit with him, they're gonna be able to get some of that money out that fund. They confirmed 4 races of aliens that they know they just declassified that information. God damn. And we not only do we gotta compete with the goddamn Chinese and the Russians, we gotta compete with the motherfucking galaxies wildest. Sassimo said he's a failed businessman. Hell no. Obama, hell no. We will not become third world nation under authoritarian rule. Hell no. Obama was a traitor to the nation. Gun running, evil stuff. Shit, Lower Land. He ain't run no more guns than anybody else. Who was that sold guns to Iran, missiles and shit with Israel in the Iran-Contra shit with Oliver North told on their ass. So come on, man, with that one. Okay, Greys, Arctics, reptilians. Okay, I believe that because we always got the praying mantis motherfuckers. They are all the native groups you're talking about, and the ant people, and the spider people, and the reptilians. You know, we have them reptilian hands and shit. We got reptilian, got web hands, and okay, let me see. The Greys, they creep me the fuck out. And them goddamn Arctics. We've been knew about that because they don't let nobody go to the Arctic. And all the countries signed. Nobody actually took over the Arctic. All of them signed. You know what I mean? Not do no business down there. It's interesting, all the fraud money from the fake daycare and medical. Why aren't you up on arms over that? Because guess what? White people gonna do what they do. You know, a white lady by the name of Amy Amy Bach. And Amy Bach is the one that was leading the charge with that. She was over all the Somalians. She got most of the money. She just got 41 years. That's why I'm not up in arms about it. Her chickens came home to roost. They got her. Yeah, reparations. But look, we remember at 2028, they might need that little, you know what I mean? So those people can go help Donald Trump try to stay in office and get more reparations. There are no spaceships or aliens. Don't care what nobody says, but there are demons, and one of them is at the White House. Trump, says Lori Park. Sassy Mo, bankruptcy don't mean you fail all the time. Sometimes people try to save whatever profits. Yeah, all hell King Trump, says chucking and jiving. Smash that like, y'all. The foundation of the U.S. was built on hate, violence, racism, etc. It's built on quicksand, fake ideologies. For sure, Sassy Mo. It's 26 likes in here and 51 people. Bullshit. Ah! I call it, man. Smash that like, y'all. And it's done been 22,980 people came through here. Them people's in the files is the least of your worries. JD Vance said aliens are demons. Wow. So shit. And you know what when they call somebody a demon in the hood? Body snatchers. Invasion of the body snatchers now. I ain't trying to see it. That's crazy. See, that's what, and is that gonna make us get together? No, because it'll be those greedy motherfuckers and nosy motherfuckers that'll go switch on our ass and go get with the aliens and get their head bit the fuck off. Saxy Mo, you say they got there going playing with us. And we'll never know right now because technology is so advanced. They'll probably create some alien shit. Oh my God, Chuck. Not JD. Not JD. Did anyone see that guy on Fox 5 wearing a human mask? Huh? Was he saying he was an alien? He was wearing a mask because you know Fox be having a dude that be up there. He was a migrant. He was an illegal alien. He was a mafia hitman. He was a cartel. Got kidnapped by the cartel. They always doing some shenanigans, man. Does anybody know the real how Memorial Day came about? 1865, free slaves started for the fallen black soldier who fought in the Civil War. You can look up the detailed information on it. So can we get a check off of it, like something for, you know what I mean? Can I for can we LLC it or copyright that shit, man? And black people copyright it then because somebody owe us some money if we started it. But Memorial Day ain't nothing but a reason to have a cookout. Why does that make it so special? Why can't it just be American soldiers? See, we keep. I mean, why? You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I think shit. Some if a black man is one of our cousins, 60 degrees of separation. They say all of us cousins. Some we need to check on that shit. What was going on with the mask guy, y'all? Bob Johnson. I could give a shit, Bob Johnson, and I lost a lot of people to wars, motherfucker. 34th Street was going to war with 29th Street. Heads was rolling, shorty. What are you talking about? They said black soldiers, Bob Johnson. You probably some old geriatric white dude with a colostomy bag. Texting, man, take your medicine, man. You still taking Geritol, Bob. Man, that was wearing a human mask that's nothing new. They've been available for sale. I'm feeling for my check. I was emotional watching it. I need my check too. What about the mask? What's up with the mask, y'all? Bob, you know what? I'm done with it. Go mourn your fucking fallen soldiers, man. Because guess what? You're fired. You're done. Security box this shit up. Get him out of here. You're fired, homie. The fuck I gotta sit there and listen. I don't even have to go through it. Go get your old or your new Gmail and come back in here and get at me, fam. This shit is crazy, man. It's fucking Memorial Day weekend. Put some kielbasa on the grill, chump. God damn. What's going on, North? Smash that like, y'all. No, you said you ain't vote for it. What did you vote for, Reese North? They are using masks when Biden was stumbling around towards the end of the presidency. I don't know. I guess they're trying to new things so aliens can sit in on the what's. Oh, so the guy was supposed to have been an alien. At least two people shot. I saw that Secret Service said, "God protect our president, all them that protect him." Okay, Curtis, Larry, what's going on? Political violence is on the rise, y'all. Shots at the White House. Political violence on the rise. You say they practicing. Y'all are terrible, man. Now Hillary a reptilian. Now Hillary is a reptilian. Smash that like, share me out. What's going on? The masses. Leroy, Leroy Landy. Make sure you get over there and double tap the stream and share me out. And also turn on the notification bell. No, Hillary's old rough ass skins reptilian. I wonder what Bill Clinton black son up to. Who they say was eating kids a reptilian word around that's their food of choice. Wow. So the powers that be are feeding the reptilians? See, you know what's so crazy? Out of all these conspiracy theories, some of this shit is true. And that's what's so fucking crazy that we might be, you don't know what we in store for. Cause all this shit, if it's, you know what I mean, all this shit swirling around aliens and reptilians and grays, some of this shit might be true, fam. I ain't with it. I ain't with it. I ain't with it. Smash that like 37 of y'all in here. We got 31 likes. Come on, man. Susie, you said you ain't vote for it. Can you tell me what you voted for? Get over there and turn on the notifications and support the channel, man. I'm on the road to I'm trying to get that YouTube plat. Oh yeah, I hope it gets worse and everything collapses. Why, Jamie? Then you ain't gonna have shit either, Jamie Rodriguez. That's why I don't understand statements like that, fam. Even though I know you just trying to rage bait, you hope everything collapses. And you ain't even paid off that old ass Ford. They gonna come tow that motherfucker away if you can't pay the bill. You tell me you hate that's so apocalyptic, man. Remember the Freddy Krueger, Robert England was on the show and he ended that the role of playing Freddy Krueger. Right. He had played a couple of other roles too, other than Freddy Krueger, but yeah, Robert England. Won't he actually one of the V's? One cause somebody was a friendly V. I think it was him. I remember the first night they show him eating a rat. And next thing you know, they go in this chamber and they got people wrapped up in that shit. I believe giants are real too. Because have you ever seen them big ass footprints that's in Lebanon, ain't it? You don't own nothing because you ain't accumulating nothing. I'm trying to make that be the reason. You killing me with that. The apocalypse is the reason you don't own shit. Who is you? Remember Mark and Mindy? Remember Mork had his homeboy that was from the outer space too, used to be running around with the toga on. The end is near. Is that you? Is that you, Jamie? That guy from the 1940s should say enough luncheon, bro. Oh, you talking about the dude that came here from the time traveler? Wow, then why are you on the internet? That's a misnomer. You're using a human's internet. Humans created the internet. Why are you on the internet if you don't want anything from humans? Why are you communicating with thousands of humans right now? Robert Pershing Wadlow. In the TV series V, they were reptilian aliens wearing full body masks. Yeah, I used to watch V, the original V, not that new shit they brought up. I'm talking about the V that you know what I mean. Like they say with the Freddy Krueger cat was up there. Nah, then that's what you want from them. You want to laugh from their ignorance. You want entertainment. I thought you didn't want anything from them. See, the more and more you talk, the more and more, know what I mean, you begin to regurgitate. Yeah, V from the 80s. Patrick, that shit was dope. And then it started getting dramatic. That shit, it was, you know what I mean? Yeah, V was dope. Shit, Battlestar Galactica was doper though. You know, Battlestar Galactica was maybe taken from the tales of Gilgamesh and the Anunnaki. Okay, he played Willie. Somebody just who somebody what somebody say what's that someone say about Al Roker? I remember Al Roker was fat. I also seen Al Roker live on camera when someone said a word like robot, he turned the head and stand in the camera and just I remember that one. I remember that one. They was talking about that. I remember when Al Roker was fat. You know Al Roker and Lenny Kravitz are cousins, are family, because Roxy Roker is Lenny Kravitz's mama, the black lady Helen from the Jeffersons, and that's Al Roker cousin. Patrick says, yeah, definitely. You voted for this shit, Patrick? Wow. Yeah, I used to like Battlestar Galactica. Smash that like. But yeah, V had a motherfucker tripping. Famous people are always related. How ironic, right? Ain't they? It's like when you talk to them about the Masons or the Eastern Star at the Thanksgiving dinner. Next thing you know, I mean, they putting on their apron, tying a motherfucking bandana around their goddamn head. You know how that shit go, nephew. They send them out there to get people that they feel like is suspect to control and to probably easily manipulate it and join in the debauchery behind the scenes to achieve the certain levels and open up them doors. It takes a certain kind of person. Everybody ain't with it. Some of them might go 2 or 3 doors, but a motherfucker that's willing to go through 100 doors and do all that motherfucking bells and whistles and lay on all the motherfucking couches as they call it. Shit, that's the ones that get the money. I can't do it. I mean, I can't go through door number one. I don't want to. Don't even show me. Send the cleanup team. I ain't with it. I ain't with it, man. But that's what happens. But you know what? You could tell with the main spots. They switched the spots. Remember the movie The Thing in Antarctica? They said the Chinese recently awakened something out there in Antarctica. Some sort of heat source was beneath the ice. And damn. But yeah, the Chinese and the Russians have uncovered so much shit in the Siberian tundra too. Like, I think I know what you're talking about too, Sassy. That shit is crazy. Rapper Lud Foe from Chicago just came out how they were trying to recruit him in demonic cults to be in the hip hop industry. His car accident making sense. They tried to kill him. Right. That is all coming out. Beverly Dean, what's going on with you? I told you, even if all this shit that's going around, some of this shit is true. I saw that, but I saw the headlines about the Love Foe situation, but I ain't read it. I ain't look at it. But yeah, you got to do a certain amount of motherfucking ooh, smash that light. Y'all remember? Like it rotates with city. Denise, remember everybody that wanted to be famous? I'm not gonna say rich. Everybody that wanted to be famous just to go to New York, run away from home and go to New York, and then it switched. Go to New York, and as the media starts switching up, no more Broadway and all that type of shit. As the media, it was California, and then depending on what you was looking for, if you was, I mean, DC, then Atlanta, all the big insurance companies and Coca Cola was down there, and everybody going to the black colleges and shit. But the whole ulterior motive, it was I'm gonna say it was the LGB, you know what I mean, supply chain linking up. Because remember, in all those places they have a stronghold. Ever notice how different people look once they get into Hollywood? Like they were indoctrinated, right? But they started looking fake. They teeth straight, they skin. I mean, they give them a whole makeover. They change who they are, and they even start acting like it, like they ain't never had regular shit before. You know what I'm saying? Because their whole life is brand promoting, and they didn't remember it was telling on a lot of them that was joining that what's that Scientology. Remember Will Smith and them was in Scientology. Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz, everybody that was in Scientology. Remember, they women was conquering them. Remember, Tom Cruise jumping all on the couch on Oprah. One that Oprah, he was jumping on the couch. So many of them people was in that Scientology. I told you they setting up the network lunching out. We didn't see it though, but it's a network for famous people too. Also, that's where all the famous people at. Remember, everybody wanted to go to New York. If y'all old enough to remember, that was the mission. You run away from home, motherfucker, check New York. Where Aunt Sally been? New York. Where Uncle George been? New York. Know what I'm saying? Scientology gay have to explain themselves soon. TikTok kids on their ass. Oh, running through their shit and all that. Shit, Scientology made trillions. They ain't got to explain. But what y'all think about maybe they got that slush fund for Donald Trump and them? It's not for right now, it's for after 2028 to exonerate. So the motherfuckers will be willing to put their life on the line for Donald Trump, knowing that if he stays in power, they'll be able to tap into that slush fund. That's what y'all got to look at. And it don't need to be all of them. It only need to be the key leaders to get the money for the funding for their shit. Because I damn sure saw that the boy from the Proud Boys put in to get about what's his name? Enriquez or whatever his fucking name is, he put in for like 6 or 7, 8 million. Hollywood was always been filled with LGBTQ. They are just in closets. They were all in lavender marriages. Yup. And to keep it hush for decades. Yup. Yeah, he did. But Big Daddy, man, come on, man. Big Daddy, Max B ain't got shit on Big Daddy. He a mixtape nigga, man. He make mixtapes, man. Big Daddy make motherfucking movies, classics. You know what I'm saying? You say, no, Harry, you ain't vote for it. Harry, was you in the Navy? What's up, Leah? Smash that like, man. Scientology is a cult, yeah. But most of the people in Hollywood was down with it. Right, to see who take it, right? But you ever thought about that? That slush fund is for when he do have to take power, he got a insurance policy for the motherfuckers. Will Smith says, hell no. Will Smith, Harry the Sailor, and who is Leah? Get over there and turn on the notification bell and support the channel too. We on the road to 100,000 so we can get one of them YouTube plaques. So I can get a YouTube plaque. Do me some. I like all the Epstein stuff. I just wish the economy was better, you know? I feel you, Harry. But are you anti-Trump or you pro-Trump? And it's not the debate. I'm just trying to figure out where you're at as an American. No, this man is a big joke. I need help. I don't think you know the not good. Explain that, Denise Roman. You must haven't seen the clip of Trump saying he might run for prime minister. I saw it of Israel after his election. I saw it. Gee, our military believe in Trump. He already got the muscle. Trump is down with the military. That's who down with all this shit. You notice he not fucking with the Democrats or the Republicans. The military got his back. That's why you don't hear them saying shit. Like he's sending us to war. They going to war. Maybe the soldiers are just going to talking to their peoples about it. But the Joint Chief of Staff, they going to war. You don't hear them saying shit like, I'm not with it. Ain't nobody bucking because that's what they want. And Trump is supporting that. He a company man. That's why you see so much of Peach head stuff with Trump. He probably Trump handler for them motherfuckers. Watch him. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Yeah, Tom Cruise is Scientology out. Are you rich, Harry? Because that'll be a moot point if you're not rich. I mean, if you're not rich, Harry, that would be a dumbass reason, and that's just my opinion. Harry the Sailor. And who was that? That's King Edward, or is that Nicholas? That's King. That's King Albert in your picture, ain't it? Oh yeah, you a comedian, or you wanted to be one, and it ain't work out. It's all good. It's all good, Harry. But is that Albert or Edward in that picture, man, in your profile pic? He they because both of them look like Nicholas. Yeah, the rich already got the most rights. Damn, you came back in here with your new goddamn on Gmail too. That's crazy because you spelt that Nazi shit again the same way. That's crazy. So predictable. But you're fired. Smash that light. Not you, Tyler. I know you sweating. That cat that I just fired. Uh-oh. There he go with the goy shit. Try hard, maybe. There you go with that goy shit. This your new y'all got hella Gmails, man. Cause you the only person that use that dumbass word goy. Y'all got hella Gmails. Yo, John Travolta, they say he a booty bandit. He go around to all the hotels and try to rump wrangle the boys. What's my opinion on Israel? They suck. It's not really a country. They stole that land because they got kicked out of Europe and Britain sold it to the Rothschilds and those other backers. Everybody that's Israeli is not Jewish. So stop saying it's a Jewish problem because it's an Israeli problem. Okay. Everybody that's in Israel is not Jewish or Hebrew. So I think they're just um, beta Jews that got kicked out of Europe. Great Britain seen some easy money, and now y'all keep saying that they got their thumb on America. If they had their thumb on America, they wouldn't be in Israel fighting, trying to take somebody's land. They'll be in America in New York eating a goddamn blintz with some Hanukkah candles in the window. You feel me? Yo, Harry, who is that in your profile pic? Is that Albert, Edward, or Nicholas? Yeah, but they're a little bit more far out there than Mormons. But Mormons are out there. I studied with Mormons for years. Like I studied with the Mormons for years. That when they get to that celestial kingdom stuff and they explain it to you, and then they got little Masonic stuff going on with them. They got the Oronics and the Melchizedeks. They're different kind of orders of priesthoods. I hope I'm saying it right. And I'm saying, what's going on, Sharon Ball? What's been out with you, shouting? I ain't heard from you in a minute. How you? How the family, man? What's up, Sharon? What shape do you think the earth is in? Man, answer the question, Harry, before I get your pussy ass out of here, man. Who is that in your profile pic? Nah, it's on one of them kings. It's either Albert, Alfred, Edward, or Tsar Nicholas, one of Queen Victoria's grandsons. All of them looked at her like, that is not you, dude. Cut it out, man. Who you the lost Tsar from Russia? You Nicholas. You Nicholas Romanov. Cut it out, man. That picture you like a zombie. Hell no. Nah. I knew it was Prince Alfred. I'm telling y'all, Sassy, I told you it was one of them dudes because all of them look alike because they was Queen Victoria was like the whole fucking Europe grandma, all the royalty in Europe. She was their grandma. Oh yeah, where you been at? You say you just came off the road. You don't drive truck, do you, Sharon? Right. He say he Prince Alfred. You tripping? Why you ain't become king, Alfred? Why you ain't become? Why you ain't take the crown? Or did you? If you're Prince Alfred, what did your family change their name to? Okay, Chicago. How was Chicago for you? Was you in the South Side? Was you in the bad part? Yo, Harry, if you're Prince Alfred, what was your family's original name and what did they change it to? Okay, okay, okay. Is your daughter in the Air Force? Oh, or what, Sharon? I hear you, Amara. That's what it is. Captain for Captain and Tennille. Hey, what's your favorite Captain and Tennille song, Steve? Right, that royal bloodline. All of them was looking alike. Okay, okay, okay. You was in the suburbs. Okay, that's what it. Okay, the army. That's what it is. Nope, nope. Alpha was not a steward. See what I'm saying? Nope. I'm gonna do it before you Google it. Alfred was of the Saxburg Gotha. That was their original name. They now are known as the Windsors, King Charles family. Alfred is his uncle, okay, that didn't want to take the throne. He was a Nazi. He didn't want to take the throne, but they German, and their family name was Saxburg Gotha. They changed it during World War I because UK was fighting Germany, and Germany was using a biplane called the Gotha to bomb London and all this shit and to bomb British soldiers. So that's kind of crazy that their king and queen, their monarchy's last name, a plane by the name of it was bombing their ass. So that's when they changed. It was a PR stunt to Windsor, which was a castle that they had in their possessions. They ain't no stewards. I can tell you just got the picture up, dog. You don't know nothing. Nah, the Alfred that was in that picture. Did you just change the picture? I just gave you the history of it talking about Stewart. Did you just change the picture? Let me see. Oh no, you didn't. Still got Alfred in there, but yeah, you just got the shit up there and don't know your history. 8 people survived Noah's Ark. There are 8 different blood types. Truth be told, we all inbred in some type of way, if we believe Noah's Ark. Okay, but remember, who saw Captain Tennant? Let me see. And that's just the story that they tell y'all because they trying to have a revision of the Bible and what Christianity is dealing with right now. The Pope is actually meeting up with the Armenian version of him, the Armenian version of the Holy See. The Pope is meeting up with him right now, and they are thinking about having another meeting, like the meeting of Nicaea, because the reason that they broke up those 2 churches, it was another meeting. I can't think of the name of it where they parted ways, but they're supposed to be revising the Bible right now. Those 2 guys. Salute, Sharon. Steve, love will keep right. They're having a meeting right now. The Pope, well, it might be over. He might have went back home. The Pope and the dude from the Armenian, he Armenian, because you know that Catholic Church they split, and now they're trying to revamp it because like you just said, Noah's Ark, you know what I mean, is a even older story. What song, Steve? Oh, love will keep us together. Love will keep us together. It might be on the piano. I mean, the Pope. Okay, that's kind of crazy too. If J.D. Vance or the other cat from the Republican side becomes a the president, um, the Pope is Catholic and J.D. Vance is a Catholic convert. He's Catholic, and also Rubio is Catholic. Rubio is also Latino, so they might be trying to quiet the Mexicans down or pacify them because they did so much to him during this little trip with the immigration rush and all that stuff. What's my favorite Pope? What? Pope? Oh, Joker out of Cali. Name three reasons you voted for Trump. Not the debate, just to see where you at with it as an American. Do that to me one more time. I don't even know the beginning of it. I don't want to hear nothing the Pope got to say either. Oh, that junk. You talking about that junk? I celebrate me. Mm, 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 mm. I celebrate me. I know exactly what you're talking about. Who's the goat of the popes? From what I know about the popes, because you know it's been shit. I'm gonna tell you who the goat is, in my opinion. It's the pope that was the pope in 1492. He was a Spanish pope. His name was Borgia. Okay, he had three kids. You know what I mean? Well, four. He had three sons and a daughter. His daughter name was Lucretia Borgia. Lucretia, you know what I mean, in English. So what happened? His daughter was known for they married his daughter off when she was 13 to somebody. She was like a pawn in the game, you know what I mean, for his and also was reputed that like the Lannisters, she was sleeping with her brother. Also, her brother, his son's claim to fame, Cesare Borgia, was that okay, listen to the story. He gonna come back. Um, this Spanish Pope was in bed with Ferdinand and Isabella. Ferdinand of Castile and Isabella of Aragon, and they got together and ran the Moors and the black people out of Spain and Europe by the way of Granada in 1492. They signed a deal with the Pope that's supposed to have been like under what God wants. You know, Pope supposed to be God on earth and say that they can split up all the goodies over here in Mexico, South America, all that shit. And that's the story they tell you why Columbus came over here. He got paid by Ferdinand and Isabella, and they locked his ass up when he came back. You know, they was on some shit. But my favorite pope is that's him, the Borgia Pope, and also Cesare Borgia. When they came over here and they supposed to be bringing Christianity, you know, the Jesus that y'all know with the hair and shit, that wasn't Jesus. That was Cesare Borgia. That was part of the agreement that they push his son as the face for Jesus. Google it. That's back when I was the TV remote and thought my name was Jesus Christ. Neil Sedaka. Okay, Neil Sedaka. What's your favorite Neil Sedaka? Remember, he tried to come through. He came through with a fruit hits his damn self. Donald Trump was in the hospital, Paul. Oh yeah, they're going against Cleveland. Have you ever met Spike Lee at the game, Sassy? Well, the one I just told y'all was married allegedly to his kid's mama. Google that shit. The Borgia Pope, the Lucretia Borgia daddy. What's going on, Flex? You say your favorite pope is John Paul. Why John Paul? Because he had the Pope Mobile, and that's the one that had the Pope Mobile. Her. Oh, I thought you were talking to me and say her. I don't even watch sports. Smash that like. Let's look at the poll real quick. Sharon. So now what you up to? You getting ready for the summer? Where you going at? You vacationing anywhere? Trump approved 26. I voted for this. 26%. Approved 7%. Disapprove. I voted for Trump 14%. And disapprove 53%. Wow. What's my favorite color? Green. Any shade. I mean, but I prefer like the fluorescent green type like this, like that. That's like a sour apple looking, or alpine green if I got on a sweater because it look good on my skin. And then runner up will be burgundy. Burgundy also is dope on me. But yeah, popes have great got married, but they was no longer married while serving as pope. Look it up. The Borgia Pope though, he had a wife though, but it depends on what order of priesthood they are too. That if they get married, some priests and because priests, fathers, friars, all that shit is different. I mean, Jesuits, Franciscans, Rosicrucians. I mean, different kind of. I mean, Trump lost the Iran Royal, says Rex Boy. Survive says, "Am I MAGA?" Take a wild guess. Thanks for the likes, fam. Let's get them up though to 100 so we can get this conversation held. But yeah, popes, man, they just like Donald Trump though. They running a corporation. Survive, Harry. Did y'all get over there and double tap the screen? Heats. Anyways, the message still stands. Stop acting like Republicans and Democrats are different. We are all people of the U.S. Salute, Heats. I agree with that. You say Donald Trump's skin rotten. He turned 80 next month. Donald Trump turns 80 years old. Should he even be the president? Like, come on, man. Is he even, what I mean? Because he late as fuck, man. We need somebody current. Donald Trump late as fuck. I don't care what he can be on Truth Social all he wants to. He don't know what's going on. Donald Trump is late as fuck. Ask him to name 5 pair of Jordans. Like, look at him and tell you what year they are. Bet you he don't. I mean, ask him a few hashtag questions or send him some. I mean, he late as fuck, man. Then what is, son? Here's the thought. I'm thinking that Trump is going to try to kidnap Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro dead, Lori. The U.S. has already brought charges against him kidnapping him like they did President Fidel Castro dead. He going after Raul. But they already been doing shit like that. Obama and them went over there and kidnapped the leader of that Jamaican gang called the Shower Posse. Dudas Coke. He went over there and snatched him up. Remember? They was fighting in the streets in Jamaica. They'll do that shit. That wasn't me booting you, but I'm gonna help you out now because you said, "Oh, obviously, second time you booted me. Last time I had said something." No, that's Nightbot and I'm booting you. If I was booting you, wouldn't be back in here. But you know what? Since you bitching and moaning, I ain't even with it, man. You could have just, you know what Donald Trump would say right now. You're fired, man. Go play, man. Go survive, and come in with your new joint. Legacy Media. Right, Sassimo. All of them are a part of that shit, I believe. Trump done with Iran. He trying to goddamn find an easy way out. JW. They getting paid. Raul, 94 years old. Why now? This shit from 1996 that they getting Raul for. Like, why now? That shit crazy. Right, Sassimo. Miss B. Simmons. What's going on with you? Smash that like, but why now though? What the fuck? Dude, 96 years old. But if you go look at a map, it makes perfect sense. And then after that, the United States gonna take hold of Haiti. Watch, because they set the chain up to own that whole little loop right there. You better bet Iran was Persia when the United States didn't exist. Nope. Cuba got where did Cuba get them 300 drones from? Who told you that Arabs can't fight Arabs? Saddam Hussein and Iran went to war. The UAE just got hit by Iran. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. You know what they can't do to fellow Muslims? They can't put tax on nothing that they give them. Like if a loan is a loan, they got to pay back them. It can't be no interest on no loan. You talking about they can't go to war? They can go to war. Yeah, they still getting money. Who owns Legacy Media? The petrodollar is worthless these days, homie. It's too many variants that's trying to go against the petrodollar now. And the United States ain't backed by the petrodollar no more anyway. The petrodollar ain't even the same dollar it was because they lost one of their valuable pieces. The UAE backed out of the OPEC. That's who really got a lot to do with what the petrodollar's worth. So they lost one of their pieces. So yeah, you got to update your information, homie. And they probably got an airport and some more shit because I ain't never heard them say they deactivated the airport. What the airport at in Tehran? Right. Thank you, Steve. Shove off, sailor. You probably got on some bell bottoms and one of them hats, looking like the dude on the Cracker Jack box. Right, Sassy. Set them up for some money. We got oil too. What are you talking about? We got an agreement with the Arabs. OPEC is um the Arabs, the Nigerians, the Venezuelans was a member of the OPEC. Anybody that's Trinidadians. Susan Cooper says F no. Right, they can't get nothing. JW, you got to start. I mean, doing your research. Donald Trump is an orange clown. Yeah, China been getting that oil. Oh, Kyle Bush, yeah. You know what? Overnight, Kyle died. Remember that one night they said Kyle Bush is in the hospital with severe this and that. The next day, Kyle Bush dead. So guess what? Did he have that? Was he on that motherfucking boat? Did he have that hinter? Or maybe he had AIDS and died. What's his background? Is Kyle Bush married? He might have had AIDS. I know y'all don't want to believe it. Right, yep. China got. Well, who gave him them 300 drones? And are they the same drones that Iran used? You say he in the basement covered in Cheeto dust waiting on another hot pocket and some Sunny D. He waiting on some Sunny D, man. You said it was an aneurysm. Wow. Like a brain aneurysm. Because first they said that he had some kind of I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna put the name on it, but they said it was some terminal shit. And it was overnight. He was gone. What was Kyle Bush number 33? Smash that like. My favorite race car driver is Ricky Rudd, man. He ain't as famous as them, but that's who I fuck with. I fuck with Ricky Rudd. Russia and Iran gave Cuba over 300 military drones. That's what I'm saying. I heard that. And that and it's the same drones Iran got? Shit. Ain't no telling. Cause drones are more like recon and guerrilla style fighting. You pop up, boom, 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 dip out. You know what I'm saying? Have anyone else received that $150 gold phone made in China that you paid over $900 for? Nah, Lori, did you get yours? I saw a couple of people doing a that shit like the Google Pixel phone. China already told the US link up. They got that. Yeah, I'm telling you, lunch. China might have flipped Donald Trump, man. They probably getting them Google Pixels, some refurbished Pixels, but that's what they look like. That shape. Or you know what? Donald Trump might have when he went to China, he picked them motherfuckers up. He probably said, Did you talk to Wang Chu? Yeah, they got him in the back. You know what I'm saying? He probably picked them motherfuckers up when he went to China. Slick bitch. I'm gonna need some phones. You know how them motherfuckers think? Look at this guy. You too old to think so shyly. You my friend. Don't be too quick to day this way or that way. Huh? What are you talking about, dude? I can't even understand you, man. And you love Trump. These. That's what's crazy. JW, and you're further to compete where there's no competition, man. I don't think you know what you're talking about. It seems a little personal too. I don't do personal, man. That's how motherfuckers end up. You know what I mean? You said you ain't getting Trump shit. Them phones, man. Nobody ain't got no Trump. Them Trump sneakers. Remember them Trump sneakers? If Trump sends some money out, you think they'll jump back on Trump jock again? If Trump sends some money out, he literally said he doesn't care about America. What's not to love about him? Salute these. That's for real. Them Obama phones. Them Obama phones look like androids now. I do believe Trump sort of flipped China. They're supposed to be by not forget how many millions and oil that will be coming out of the Gulf. Right. But MAGA, they catching on now, I believe. Is a lot of MAGA that are disgruntled, but they so stubborn, they gonna ride it till the wheels fall off so they don't look like they stupid for making a dumb choice and supporting the dude. He wanted to run for president over 40 years ago. Remember when he did that interview and he said he did everything else he wanted to do in life, and that's was the president. I think that was in fucking 74, was it? Or 84? Yeah, 40 years ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 40 years ago, yeah, he would have been putting his mouth in that stuff that was going on with them young boys that the police lied on and being a slumlord. Smash that like, y'all. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you to be honest. In the black community, Trump has always been tolerated white folks. They always tolerated him, even though he was a lord. They still included him in black songs. And the reason that his name is known for opulence and stuff is from black rappers like Nas, Tupac even spoke him up, and even Raekwon the Chef. Trump was in trouble 40 years ago. When I see my old head around the city, they hit me with the same thing Trump doing. You know what he hit you with, young blood? What Trump doing? And is that a boy? What's he hitting you with? Peace, King, fire. What's up? What you found? What's up, Gerald? King, fire. What's up with you, family? The Bonnie Blue Clap. Who is Bonnie Blue? Gerald says Trump sucks. When Bonnie Blue want to do a collab, we can do it right now. Smash that like. The Waldorf Astoria broke Trump. It took 20 years for him to pay the undocumented Polish immigrants who built Trump Tower. They had to sue him to get their money. Wow. Remember, Trump was putting his name on every motherfucking thing. Guess what? You're fired in. Fuck you. You said the U.S. is fuck. Donald. Donald Quest, what's up with you? Welcome back in. Let me put a jacket on you so I can remember. But yeah, I remember you was in here the other day. Damn, this lady said a camera recorded a man in her home. This shit is crazy. For sure, Rob Bass died, man. And MTV need to give some props to Rob Bass too, because they played the fuck out of Rob Bass joint. It takes two to make a it takes two to make a it takes two to make a thing go right. That joint there, yeah, man. Sassamo, he was just another bullshit boss that ain't want to pay his workers. Don't mean was broke or down bad at all. Condolences, man. To, yeah, Wild Bass, man. Him and DJ Easy Rock was part of my adolescence. There's 35 people in here, man. He was broke at the time. He was facing bankruptcy. The casinos, the fake college, the meat, fake fundraisers when the family stole from veterans. God, right. Rob Bass, man. I'm gonna tell y'all some Rob Bass trivia, and this don't reflect on Rob. But remember the song he had called "Joy and Pain"? Joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Remember the guy that was singing on it, Omar Chandler? Well, guess what? Omar Chandler was a little kind of cross-dressing. He used to work at that 7-Eleven when I told you I used to buy my weed on one street, across the street from the historical HBCU that Michael Vick coaches at. NSU, across the street at the 7-Eleven. I used to buy my weed one street over from there. When I get the weed, I go buy a box of Philly blunts at the 7-Eleven for $1. Give you 5 Philly blunts in a white and red box, okay? The Phillies. I mean, and the guy that worked in the store was Omar Chandler, but he didn't look like the big bearded and guy that was on the song. He looked like a cross dresser, long fingernails, contacts, dyed hair, feminine ways. Yeah, and he was known in the area for working in that store. He was like the manager. He also was associated with Teddy Riley in the city at that time, and I think the dude Omar Chandler, who was the crossdresser dude, had got in some trouble selling cocaine and everything because everybody was selling cocaine back then. But that's the same dude. His whole appearance changed, and that's you know what I mean. Y'all remember the dude from the Joy Payne joint? I'm telling you, and I ain't putting no bad juju on him. That's what it was. See, Sassy Mo from New York. I think Omar Chandler got killed. I didn't know that. No, that ain't Omar Chandler. That's that was somebody else. Was that the Omar Chandler? Yup, it's yep. That what he got killed. He got killed by some thugs. That same dude. That's him. Damn, I didn't know he had got killed. I did not know that. Yep, look at the picture right there when he was super crossed out. Yeah, somebody killed his ass. Wow, I did not know that. But yeah, when he was down this way, he was totally crossed over, fam. Amazing artist, but I mean, it is what it is. That's why he came out of the apprentice to rebrand his image. They boasted his ego, making it seem like it was all when it wasn't. The apprentice is my shit now, Sassy. All right, Sharon. When the next time I'm gonna hear from you? Gotta remember, Donald Trump broke it probably hitting under 10 million. Sharon, when the next time I'm gonna hear from you? You've been on the go. What's going on, man? Ruth, fight the power. Fight the power. Chilling, my G. Just sitting back, smoking. You know what I mean? Cooling. You know how I do it. I don't do much. I don't like to be too stressed out. Okay, that's what it is, Sharon. Enjoy your family. Thanks for coming through, showing your support. You little red bone, you. Oh yeah, what's on 15 and 8th Street? And they still be having all them dope cars outside on U Street. Sassimo, and that million was enough room to shake back. I celebrate you too for even have that much faith in me, Sharon Ball. I like that. Every time you come in, you give me nothing but inspiration. Give me nothing but inspiration. That's what it is, Sharon. Right, and now he lit. He lit. That's what happened when with racism. When they did the shit, freed the slaves or whatever. Now anybody can get lit. That was a no no. They did not like it. That's what started the Ku Klux Klan. Jealous. Seemingly that's a way to slow us down or to slow them down. The people that went through it. You know. Okay, okay. Did you see what was a lot of traffic over there? Because you know they just had that. You know what I mean? What was going on with it? 310. Was it a lot of happen to the best of hustlers? You go up and down, but you never stay down. It's the hustle, baby, and that's for sure. Lunching out, right? And you keep hustling, no matter what. You say nothing but love, winning. That shit crazy. Not a lot of people. Okay, okay, okay. Because it's Memorial Weekend too. It seems like that shit should be packed. The National Mall. I'm telling y'all, if you ain't in shape, don't think you can walk from the Lincoln Memorial all the way to the Capitol building. That stretch will lick your ass, and then try to stop at that little go past the reflection pool, and then it's them the dedication for the states for the World War is that one or World War II shit. I think no World War I. The states, I think World War I or two, and then keep going. You go up the hill and touch the Washington Monument. See if it's cold or hot. That shit's cool to the touch. Keep going. Come down a little hill and come to that street where they be having the little food trucks. And I'm telling you, by then you tired as a motherfucker, and you still got a whole street for football fields to go before you even get to the street where the Capitol building at. So don't go playing with them. Oh yeah, y'all gas is 411. Our gas is like 450. Is that high? Is that high for y'all gas, Sharon? Is that high for y'all gas? That shit is crazy. You say too high. And y'all got a truck culture too? I know that's crazy over there. How much is the diesel if you know? Yeah. It's always some political violence, a shooting at the White House. Political violence. Political violence, man. I never knock anyone's hustle. I just don't fall for a yep, yep. Yep. I don't knock your hustle, but it ain't for me. That's true, but you know to keep hustling, but the con, our gas was 288 and it god damn. So that's taking $1 and some cent out of y'all lexicon, having to put it to gas when it was going somewhere else in these already strained times. Do they have a lot of food banks open in your area? Sharon, Victor, you say hell no, you ain't vote for it. What's going on, Victor Teller? 7-Eleven, okay. Yeah, and that's the 7-Eleven right there. That 7-Eleven right there is where the dude used to work at on my channel that was on that Joy and Pain song I was just talking about. That 7-Eleven right there is across the street from where Michael Vick is the coach for Norfolk State. That's called the Norfolk State 7-Eleven right there. You got a Jeep and a pickup. God damn. You got some true gas guzzlers with they got the big tanks. Smash that like Todd, what's going on with you? You say the government is the hustler. They the con man. My hustle so heavy, I ain't got time to hate on no one else's right. But I told you, like the Williams brothers gospel song. Sweep around your own front doors before you try to sweep around mine. You terrible. That's what I'm talking about, though. You know it. If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you're gonna work till you die. That's dope right there. You gotta set it up. What y'all think about the Republicans? Y'all think they still got Trump back? Hey, y'all know we are 48 likes away from 100, man. It's 27 people in here. We 48 likes from 100. Let's get them likes up. We 48 likes from 100. Salute for having that integrity and double tapping that stream. Greatly appreciate it. And shout out everybody too that's geeking and peeking, peeking and geeking. That's what it is. Okay. Shit. We 46 away. 46 likes away from 100. Double tap the stream is free. It's not the electric chair. You're not gonna shock me. But what happened to all those white supremacists that Donald Trump was supporting? Ain't that shit kind of crazy? Why? Give me 3 reasons to love a Republican these days, Janet Carter. Because they ain't been, their voice been nothing. If at least one of your hustles isn't life sustainment, growing and raising your own food, you're done, says King Fire. We got to get the land. You know that land is scarce now. Ah, you an investor. You definitely are. I mean, and thanks for that support. Crystal, y'all lucky gas is 425 at NC. Right. Shit is 450 here. What's going on in NC, Crystal? Smash that like. Share me out. And Crystal, can you name 3 things that you didn't vote for and that's going on right now? 3 things that you didn't vote for that you're like, God damn it. Yeah, this is an old gas price right here. That shit sky high now. I mean, it's an old gas price. And not to mention, your gas is 425 and a dollar is worth all of 24 cents. Yeah, Janet, it's been high before, but remember the dollar was like $1.25 when it was high. Now, what's up, Cam? Nah, that ain't my gas price right there, family. Okay, 467. That's high as fuck right there. Okay, Crystal says new war, surging inflation, and the fucking ballroom. Come on, son. For real, man. Crystal. Now that's crazy. And he's fighting for a ballroom. So that should tell you that there's something else in that ballroom. But yeah, that new war stuff got even MAGA supporters tripping like, wait a minute. We didn't sign on for any new wars. Yeah, they closed down a lot of 7-Elevens, man. You know, 7-Eleven is owned by Japan, a Japanese company, and they shut them down. They shut a lot of them down because they're trying to downsize it, and they're going with a new format where they're gonna have like a little restaurant inside of it to be like the flagship. Like I seen one that got like a little crunchy chicken place inside of it or something like that. With you know what I mean, where they are dual purpose. You know, sort of like ain't no more McDonald's unless they got playgrounds. All the other McDonald's are cafes. Do your research with the internet and all that stuff. They make cafes trying to compete with Starbucks. If you ain't noticed, when you see a McDonald's with a playground, that's a official McDonald's, but the rest of them are make cafes. But yeah, 7-Eleven used to be owned by the Southland Corporation. I remember that it used to be the S on the milk, not the 7. It used to be a S, the Southland Corporation. And matter of fact, thanks for that subscription there, Crystal. That's what it is. Yeah, you can stay because you white. What does that mean? I don't judge people on their color. I'm on integrity. And when I say white folks, I mean the government, the man. And guess what? Is black people down with white folks? Look at Byron Donalds. Although I like Byron Donalds, he's a character. But black people, Chinese people, Puerto Rican people, Latinos, all of them are down with white folks, the government establishment. That's what I mean. But you know, white folks as a whole, they always like to. I mean, they get a little. What they call it, white guilt. Nah, I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying. Hit dog on holler. Yeah, corruption is corruption. Integrity. I mean, Todd say he white too. Hey, yo, now I'm gonna turn y'all on to something. Y'all know a hit dog gonna holler, but a whoop dog gonna do what? Finish that up. A hit dog gonna holler, but a whoop dog. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to know about the Iranian shit is the perfect analogy. A hit dog gonna holler, but a whoop dog what? What comes after that? Somebody finish that up. Smash that light. Now finish it up, Sassy Mo. A hit dog gonna holler, but a whoop dog gonna what? What's a whoop dog gonna do? Or ain't gonna do? Nope. A hit dog gonna holler. Nope. But a whoop dog ain't gonna bark. So that's how I could tell that Iran still got some fight in them because they barking, they're asking for, you know what I mean, concessions. They're almost gonna sign a deal. You don't almost sign a deal with a whooped dog because he whooped. He ain't gonna bark. He gonna go like you said. He gonna cower. You know what I mean? But a hit dog gonna holler. "Aye!" But if you whoop them and they done, they ain't gonna bark. They gonna roll over. You say Iran is kicking our ass, Crystal. I believe it, but we got a propaganda machine popping. Yeah. Yeah, they eating. They coming out of this with a little, you know what I mean, a little respect on their name. And that's what I'm saying. The world is looking at that. And then what y'all think about, okay, Donald Trump was in China, and then the next day they barely had time to change the sheets. But you know, they had China probably got all the hotels. They barely had time to change the sheets, and they had Putin over there. What do y'all think about that? That's like, okay, the ultimate betrayal. Your wife leaves and you have like your side chick come to your house immediately after she goes to work. You're right, sir. I like you. Common sense ain't common. Smash that light. That's what it is. Thank you very much for that compliment, Cristal. Cristal. But we keep forgetting they're not going to war with the Iranian people. It's the Trump administration going to war with the Iranian military. The people ain't got nothing to do with it. Because it's considered the military over there is holding off. I mean, yeah, and then don't know how to back out of it. Iran, yeah, yeah, Trump done got into some shit and don't know how to get out of it. Like, okay, look, we gonna chill. We because it's he don't want to lose face, but he done lost face. Yep, it's all smoke and mirrors. And Netanyahu fell back from the shit. He went to Lebanon or Syria. Who he started attacking? He fell back off of it, and then he seen that United States didn't pull their end of the bargain and take out Iran because that would have further, you know what I mean, gave them jurisdiction further. Got himself stuck and his ego too big to back down. Right, Cam? What's going on in your area on far as by way of patriotism in Pikesville? What's going on in Pikesville, Cam? They're having any patriotic festivals. Right. You said everything this administration says. Yeah, it is, man. And what y'all think about the Tulsa Gabbard girl? Y'all think she really stepped down because her husband got cancer, or maybe she had a riff with Donald Trump and it saved face? Because you know what? That girl know more than any of them because she was in charge of intelligence. So she was privy to really what's going on. Now China kicked out the side piece and welcome the wifey home. Okay, gotcha. Switch it up. Hey, homie, that's right. Y'all know Netanyahu talk like fucking Frank Sinatra or somebody. He don't talk like he from the Middle East. That motherfucker talk like he from Benson Bensonhurst. Right. He trying to find a easy route out. What's going on, Skate? Skate, where you at? In Nevada somewhere? Las Vegas. Okay, because you know they're trying to say she bowing up. I get it though, because his regime falling apart. Old ass boom was voted out massive, and I'm fucking pissed. So many Trumpers on welfare that live near me, too dumb to know. And they like because they feel like Donald Trump is here to save the white race for real, Cam. Because Russia, China, and Netanyahu get Trump like a ping pong ball, right? But Trump is only trying to get paid. You know what I mean? And a lot of white people realizing that. You in Phoenix, okay. Trump needs to just see. Hey, Skate, are y'all getting any of those them chip companies? The microchip company that's supposed to be coming from Taiwan. I think it's AMD and Nvidia. It's either gonna be in Arizona or New Mexico. Trump needs to just kiss his own ass goodbye because he lost this conflict. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, man. But you know what's so crazy? It's the propaganda that he tells the American people like it ain't shit. Like he'll lie the fuck to you. Yeah, we're whooping their ass. It's good. Yeah, yeah, they're good. That's why you can tell he think it's the '80s. He don't know the internet is make the world so small that we all are hearing this shit real time. He think we still getting the motherfucking the 6 o'clock news. He act like he know what's going on, but you could tell the way Trump talks that that boy late as fuck. He don't know what the fuck going on. He late. Right. Man, Taiwan, they need to eat their own cake, man. I mean, they need to eat their own cake because their name shouldn't even be in the topic of we protecting them because we got to make sure Americans good, man. Right, carrying a plate to carrying a platter. Right, Sassy. Doing too much. Spreading itself thin. That's the one thing they tell you in business school. Don't spread yourself thin. Know what I mean? Do you listen to Tim Dillon? He's technically a comedian, but dude is so smart. Nah, Crystal. I don't tend to listen to other content creators because I look at them like the competition. I mean, I'm quite witty myself. You know what I mean? It's sort of like a shark eating a shark. You know what I mean? Oh, no new friends. Like Drake and them say. Anybody that I do partake in, it will be strictly um like somebody old school that I came up. No new friends. Ideologies, you know what I mean, tend to get in the way. I ain't never heard of Tim Dillon. He probably is quite witty. Trump's mistake is saying everyone is a good friend of mine. He's my friend. He said that dude, the Chinese dude was his friend. He's my friend. He said he likes the way the way Trump be talking there. That shit crazy. He do say everybody his friend though. That's some wild shit. My thing with Trump is I don't like the way he talked to the press corps because if he talked to the press corps like that, he talked to everybody like that. He be telling the press corps a piece of his mind. This is real. Trump does suck. I did see that. I saw that no. Come on back in without the caps. They don't care about Americans, King Fire. But Americans got to care about Americans. It's Memorial Weekend. Getting ready for 4th of July. We should have on red, white, and blue right now. I heard somebody came in, and I didn't know it. I was joking about it, but somebody came in and said black soldiers were the inspiration for Memorial Day. Poor people are hurting. Evelyn Jackson, for real, fam. Who divided America, man? Poor people are hurting. Who divided America? How did you unite? And what is it to be American? What's your opinion? Who divided this shit, man? Yeah, and that's crazy, ain't it? They looking at him like a dictator, although he's just the president. The world is looking at him like he's suppressing his people because you don't see no Americans standing with him. I know it's some MAGA supporters or Donald Trump supporters that's coming in this live stream, but as a whole, they don't see America pushing that line with them. It's more of we doing it because you know what I mean. Some people doing it because it's their job. If we put it in the military aspect or even the federal government workers, because people got to eat, but it's not an American push. I mean, you see that gas price almost look like high blood pressure, right? Right. But guess what? Not here. I just checked before I went live. Okay, God bless ICE and law enforcement. I ain't got one of these in a minute. What's going on with you, Tongue? Well, explain it to me, JW. Inform me. You said you don't know what it is to be American in today's environment with all this going on. Inform me, JW. America is about looking out for each other, not disrespecting one another. MAGA don't have anything in common with billionaires, right? That MAGA is a bunch of poor people. Cam, you still in the house, brother? You said the MAGA in your area, they are low income. Yeah, I did not. I blocked you earlier, I think. If you're that same JW. No, I don't. I think Nightbot blocked your ass. You might have did some capital letters. You might have been in that rush. Let me see. I'll go back. If I did, you must have came out your gums out of pocket. I mean, I only people I block, people come out their gums out of pocket. So might have been Nightbot. But who cares, JW? Your ass back in here now. Spit your game, talk your shit. It's hard to see where you stand with all the division in this country, right, Todd? But no, it ain't hard to see because you stand where you stand at. Just because somebody else is saying King Trump and I'm with it, you don't have to be. But ain't that's what they have in common, being MAGA supporters? Can you explain that? Um, well, MAGA supporters are all different, on all different spectrums, rich, super rich, elite, to the poorest. But the majority of them are the poorest. Because the rich ain't the majority in nothing, or the elite has never been the majority. So the majority of the people that support MAGA are the anti-democrat poor people. It's the poor people that don't deal with the Democrats, are the pro MAGAs. Okay, the poor pro MAGA are the anti poor Democrats. That's their competition, if you can understand it. Because there's no majority that put Donald Trump in office that's elite because they're never the majority because it's only a few of them. and then the rich, wealthy motherfuckers have never been the majority because it's only that much of them. So the bulk of their people is, you know what I mean? Yeah, the MAGA near me are all poor old people, 60 or older, man. Wow. I stand with bringing togetherness in this country, but getting the masses on board is the problem. You should support America because here, that's who I support, JW. Right. That's the only way that we can beat authoritarianism is to stand up as Americans together. Don't wait till something happen. We should be planning for that now. Damn, life is changing right in front of our eyes. I think we living in history story that our children gonna learn their textbooks. The textbooks will be. I'm about to say it ain't gonna be no damn textbooks. They're gonna do like this every day, and they just gonna, or they gonna eat a pill and know every fucking thing. Ain't gonna be no textbooks, family. But they need to learn shit for an AI can be doing everything for them. Why do they need to learn everything? That's why no none of these kids know how to write in cursive because they ain't got to sign a check. They ain't got to sign their name because they got fucking iPads and shit for in school. They give them little computers and stuff. That's another way of just training them for the web, for the you know what I mean, the big net that they asses in. Hey, what's up with you? I support America, but don't support this administration and what it stands for. For sure, Todd, as well as I'm probably sure all of us, even if we support this regime, all of us are in support of America and that's Americans. No matter what a bunch of us come in here and say, our different quirks of the Democrats started the KKK or the Republicans suck and all that stuff. Deep down inside, all of us know that to be an American is I mean, that's on a geopolitical standpoint, you're in a motherfucking amazing space because you could be over there in Bangladesh running through the streets with no shoes on or in. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Ain't nobody block your ass. You must be writing some shit that I want you to write. Right, as Steve says, my fellow American, we don't have to agree on everything, but you are my fellow, and that's right. That's what we all got to get in that mind state. I don't like yes men anyway. Motherfuckers that agree with everything I say, and you don't go against nothing I say. Mm, the tragedies coming to data centers. Right, it's like imagine prisoners in a jail, right? And there's a bunch of men, egos, and some scared, some don't know but to be um aggressors. I mean, it's a man's world, and then in that jail that nobody's fighting, you got to check the water, check the Kool Aid because they put some in it, or nobody is no, it's not. You know what I mean, if you can don't let it go over your head. You say they are the tragedies are already coming. Those data centers are have to destroy us, our way of life, and once those machines take over, then what? Right? And then it's some shit because they're not doing nothing. They're not. The government is not saying that there's nothing wrong with them putting the shit in your neighborhoods and shit. We all dream for our future children to be smarter, but damn, we don't know. Our children ain't gonna be smarter because AI taking over. They don't know how to do shit now. Or Windows what? They don't know how to do. Tell them go make a video old school like we used to do it with Windows Movie Maker or some shit. They lost as fuck. They do that shit on the app quick as a motherfucker. How that shit looking like Buck Rogers, but they can't tell you the process. All they know is click, copy, paste, and tell the motherfucking chat GPT to do it. Man, I got the same thing to say about Biden that I got to say about Trump. It's about Americans. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't the president, like Sassy Mo just said. I don't care what he sold us out on. Evidently, they brought us back. Yeah, the kids can't. They don't need the spell account now. All they need to know is that it's money in their cash app. Y'all see that? They don't need the spell account. All they need to know is that there is money in their cash app. Yeah, the kids is dumb as hell, man, and that's for real. Don't none of them go outside. They watch other little kids on TV that's making millions of dollars to open up toys and play with them. And then it kills me when I see somebody that's sitting there for hours watching somebody else play a video game, right? And they don't even be a video game that they play. They'll listen. Like, what the fuck? They don't have to. It's already on their motherfucking screen. All they need to know is that there's some numbers down there. Yeah, Biden ain't the problem right now. We got to deal with what's going on now. I mean, that'll get us late. For every minute we waste on what Biden did, this administration is pulling one past us. You know what I'm saying? We 40 away from 100, y'all. Double tap that stream. Biden didn't really do anything yet. I don't know why we be getting in these going down them Biden rabbit holes, man. Biden ain't got shit to do with this, man. It's Donald Trump, 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 Trump. And I'm not for him and I'm not against him, but I feel like some of the things he's doing for Americans is not right. Right. They want us to fall in line and just all put on MAGA hats. MAGA don't even want to wear MAGA hats. Only people I see with MAGA hats on now is black dudes. The MAGA dude, Sassimo, some random guy. You know the guy, some random guy. He always wearing his MAGA hat. His show picking up steam too. I can't knock him for what he believe in. His show picking up a little steam though. Wishing nothing but success to some random guy. I go over there and fuck with him. I'll put sleep inside because that shit is sleepy as fuck in my opinion. But he getting some a sort of success. He might be even monetized right now. So I ain't trying to knock a nigga hustle. Never. He smashed that like y'all. Hey yo, that was crazy right there. Oh shit, that was crazy. Smash that like. It doesn't matter. We in inflation, war, all that shit right now. We in every bit of a, I mean, struggle for dominance and supremacy on a world stage. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, Steve, can you send me a video with your MAGA hat on and give me a shout out in the video? You probably want everybody I ask to send a video to me. They never do it. Steve, send me a video with your MAGA hat on, giving me a shout out. You said the gas was at an all time high. Word. Man, Trump doing too much on all fronts, man. In 2022, we had a different kind of dollar too, Tammy. The dollar we spending now is like 24 cents. Don't nobody got faith in the dollar no more like it was then. It's 28 of y'all in here. Double tap the screen. It's not the electric chair. This is the first time in a long time I had to take the coins out of the ashtray to make enough for some gas in my car. For real. No joke. Wow, Donald. That ain't no excuses. You got to know economics. Wow, man. Right. Well, the Republican Party, it could be bad news for Donald Trump because not only is he going against some Republicans, he's attributing some of these Republicans' success to himself. He's saying like if he wasn't down with them, they wouldn't be getting elected and shit like that. What y'all think? Smash that like. Okay, okay, okay. That's what it is. Georgia, Virginia, Texas, and Mississippi. Yep. Is Tellerico in there? Sassimo, what's the word you've been hearing about the content creators and their algorithms? No, because most of the homeless, 75% of the homeless are mentally disturbed and they want to be homeless. Now, I feel for the people that are homeless because of economics. Most people that are homeless are not homeless because of economics, because they do give out the checks for the mentally disturbed. They're mentally disturbed. They live in a distorted reality. So shout out everybody that's homeless because of economics. Everybody be homeless for different things. Now I see what y'all talking about with the dude wearing the mask. I see it. That's crazy, y'all. Now I see it. You think that's some Orson Welles shit? Who was that did that radio show and he was talking about the aliens was coming? You think that's some shit to distract us? I just seen that which I was talking about that mask shit. Yeah, 7-Eleven. That no, they the only ones with the Slurpee. You know, everybody else got the slushy, the icy. The Slurpee is at 7-Eleven. But my shit is that motherfucking double gulp. Remember the big gulp and then the double gulp, and then they had the triple gulp. And I had it. It was a big ass mug where you can go and get free refills. No. I think the refill was mm, maybe 99 cents or something like that. Might have been free though. I don't know. Right, that's what I'm talking about. The ones with about economics. Bill Johnson, what's going on? What's going on, Tammy Pierce? Bill Johnson and Tammy Pierce, get over there and turn on the notifications and double tap the stream, fam. Like some people can hit rock bottom and bounce back in a year or two, but in this economy, once you hit rock bottom, it's likely you're gonna stay there, right? You say you don't need no man, stop telling him. Why? Why don't you need a man? And I'm just asking. But that is a dope name. Don't need no man. Stop telling me I do. That's crazy. Indians mostly own these stores. Yup. But no, I go way back. Indians that don't own them in our area, it'd be like Koreans and all kind of entrepreneurs. It was a lot of people. It's still a few of them around. Like I said, 7-Eleven is changing their format. They're going more on the Japanese style of 7-Eleven because it's a cult. It's a cult group in Japan. 7-Eleven is. Y'all know that in Asia and especially in Japan where they own 7-Eleven. But 7-Eleven started in, in the East Coast by the Southland Corporation and down south because it used to be 7-Eleven because it was open till 7-Eleven. I mean, yeah, now in all the old 7-Elevens, they popped up now. They the Love Brothers store and all that. Now all the old 7-Eleven spots is Indians in them now with the Miller oil and shit. Remember 7-Eleven had Venezuelan oil. 7-Eleven had what was it, Citgo. You need a partner in life. More income in the house. Hold the better. He doesn't count no more. Love doesn't count no more. Say not true, sassy. What's your opinion on it? Indians got all the lower level and damn near mid level hotels on lock and coming for the big joints. I bet you. And they probably own a bunch of houses of real estate too, but the Indians, the Patals, they got some shit. They got some shit, y'all. Smash that like. Yeah, for those of us who ain't got over there and double tap the stream, man, I'm on the road, man, to 100,000. 100,000 supporters. Right. Like I hate drama. I chill. And no love, you'll be like them babies that they did that experiment on. They put them around no sound, no love. Just give them what they need. Them babies died. Yeah, I'm just now saying that shit with the mask though, y'all. What is that about, y'all? What's going on? We would see all this shit only in the future. I mean, only on TV one time. Now this shit is real life. Everybody dreams of retirement being easy, but we forced to work longer, right? Because the dollars ain't worth shit. You got to get more of them. You know what they consider you wealthy? Upper middle class is considered $1.5 million. It's supposed to be upper middle class. Steve, you say you like the peace and quiet of being a single man. Okay, that's what it is. Smash that like, y'all. We're gonna wrap this one up. Thanks, Sassy Mo, Donald, Steve, King's Fire, Cam, everybody that came through, man. Todd, Tammy. I'm gonna wrap this. I'm gonna be back. I'll probably come back in like an hour or two. I gotta go take care of something. Thanks for always coming through, man. Enjoy your night if we don't meet.